crazy how exciting it can be, but also how you have to make sure you don't overcommit to anybody, right? So let's get started with our Monday morning. Hold on, I gotta mute everybody. By the way, if there are any questions about this promo, any questions that you don't know how to handle, please put them in the chat. I will answer everything I can. This will be my third time, I think, to go through this promo. And I'm not going to lie, the first time it came out, it took me a whole day to understand it and figure out how to do it. Now I absolutely love it, because I absolutely love that there are 3 people in this household, then my son, who all thrive, and we all figure out a way to get our stuff doubled. I mean, it's a great time when I catch up on stuff. Okay, but let's start like we do on every working Zoom. I want you to grab your gratitude journal, write 5 things that you're grateful for that have happened in the last 24 hours. And then go right into reading some positive affirmations, or possibly writing your positive affirmations. Okay. I'm going to ask one of you on here. So I have a promoter who wants to tag a customer in his organization, and she's not there. She's under another promoter. Why wouldn't he? That promoter can't order. So he was going to tag team her customer. Why can he not do that? Can he only tag his personal promoters and his personal customers? I honestly really thought you could tag anybody in your organization. All right. That is super weird. Anybody else have that situation? Nobody's answered me, so they're probably all as in shock as I am. That's going to be a situation for sure. I'm trying to see if under my name she shows up. She does not. Okay, well, that just changed my whole game. Man, I really thought it was anybody in your organization. Well, looks like I'm glad somebody else thought this through with me. Okay, I'm gonna have to get super strategic with that. Okay, after you've done your gratitude journal and your affirmations, let's go right into birthdays for today. So here's something that I did on my birthdays, because these obviously are, I cannot believe that we could not do that. Darn it. These are considered like reach outs per se. So go into Facebook, go into events, go into birthdays, and here's what I'm writing. I will put it in the chat so y'all can just copy and paste it. But I got to mute real fast because that's annoying. Hold on. Okay, so I put mine in the chat because it is Labor Day. but I always end with a question. So let's go do birthdays real quick. Write those down as reach outs for you. I mean, what a cool day to have a birthday, because you're always going to probably be off work, right? Now, all the ones that you just said happy birthday on that do not, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, are not thriving with you, those go on a special list. And here is what I send to them individually. I'm going to mute again just so you can see. Now, most of you know that I always charge for my samples. I charge for the 3-day samples, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, just because people who don't pay for samples usually they're not invested in it, so they don't think anything about it. But on my birthdays, I do something a little bit different because this is a birthday gift for them. So I send them an individual message that says happy birthday. So what do you get to do? No, wait, that's not what I say. Sorry, that was a different message. Happy birthday. So one of my favorite things to do is to send out free Thrive birthday packs to my Facebook birthday friends. What's your address? And I'll pop one in the mail tomorrow for your big day. Now, what usually will happen is they'll be like, oh, thanks, that's awesome. And they'll pop me back their address. Great. Do I put it in the mail right then? Absolutely not. I wait a little bit because I don't want to look like I'm so eager that I pounce right back on the message. And I'm like, oh, you're going to love it. I need to give you a video on what's coming in your package. What's your email? Now, this is super, super important. I've covered this before, but some of you are new on here, so this is why I'm doing it this way. First of all, I just got to get that message to them. Half the time they don't respond, no big deal. But if they do, and then they pop me back their email, what am I going to do? I'm going to create their free account immediately. Now, if their email doesn't take, then we got a whole nother situation. But if their email takes, then I immediately go back in and go, okay, your package is ready. I'll pop it in the mail tomorrow because today's a holiday. Now, you should have just received an email from Lavelle that has your own personal Lavelle link in it. Click on that. A video is going to pop up. Be waiting for your packet. Oh, and by the way, go eat a cake today. So this is me creating a free account for them without asking for their opinion, but I don't just create it, them get the email, and 4 hours later I come back and tell them it's in there. No, I don't do that. I immediately go back in. So I'm going to put that stuff in the chat so you guys can save the process. Now, let me say this. If you do not have samples to send out, don't put that. Just say happy birthday. I posted on your wall, but what do you get to do today? Start a conversation with them in Messenger. I, on my birthday packs, only send one day. And if I have some extra birthday Thrive bars, a lot of times I'll stick that in there and say, I'll put a little sticky note on it that says, here's a healthy birthday cake. That does cost more to send. So I don't always do that, especially in the summer, because I don't want it sitting in their mailbox. That's just gross. But I only send one day. Why do I only send one day? Because in one day, they're not going to expect some miracle and think it doesn't work, right? Or one day it's just a test. The key to sending any kind of sample, though, is your crazy amount of follow-up. I cannot tell you how many customers I have, people who flipped to promoter, that have actually started with that one-day sample. Did they order immediately? No. It was a process of me following up with them and saying, hey, how did you like that sample? Oh, Susan, it's great. Or Susan, I didn't feel anything. Or, yeah, well, it was just a sample. But I tell you what, I had my Labor Day promos come out. What would you like for me to send them over? The process of the follow-up is like you do on every other free account. Okay. So that's where that is. I'm going to pop in the chat real quick while y'all are finishing that, or you're doing your custom conscious comments while I'm writing this in chat. Custom conscious comments. You got to do that on 10 people who are not thriving with you. Go comment on their first day of school pics, their vacation pics they just posted, or something they're doing for Labor Day. Whatever you do, end with a question. Oh my gosh, y'all look like y'all are having a blast today. Where are you? Oh my gosh, y'all are camping. What campsite did you go to? Oh my goodness, that beach looks amazing. Which beach are you at? Oh my gosh, your kids have grown up so much. How old are they now? Things like that. Always end with a question. And go. Now, I am going to tell you that I started a list based on Tiffany Deroff. She's an 80K leader on my team. She did our lunch and learn training on Friday. And yes, she's on my team. And yes, I do listen to her because she's taught me a lot of cool things. But one of the things she did was she's like, I create a list of people who like, love, and comment on my post that are not thrivers. So I took 2 posts that I did last week, and this is how many names I came up with that liked, loved, and commented on my post that are not thriving with me. Can you believe that? I've been in this business almost 7 years, and every person I know isn't thriving with me. Isn't that crazy? So this right here is now my custom conscious comment list for this week. Any post that I make this week, I have to consciously go back and remember to write down the people who liked, loved, or commented on my post so that I can start doing custom conscious comments with them. Obviously, they saw my stuff, but now I need to start building more of a relationship with them. So if you haven't started a list like that, I encourage you to post something today that's not Thrive related. Like I posted a picture of my daughter cheering Friday night. Holy guacamole. There were so many likes and comments on that. That was a non-Thrive post, but lots of stuff. And so what I did was I just started going through and writing down those names of people who do not thrive with me. Yeah, there was 180 likes and 31 comments. It was a little overwhelming. But now I know who to go do custom conscious comments on, right? So we're going to take like not very long to do this because we need to work on the promo. If you have a list like this, it won't take you long to go do 10 custom conscious comments. However, I encourage you to do 10 in the morning, 10 in the afternoon, 10 at night. You know, a lot of these that popped up showing that they saw my stuff was birthdays that I've done in the last 2 weeks. So that just tells you commenting on their birthday stuff really does help. Okay, we're going to finish this up and go right into this promo. Okay. Okay, let's see. Make sure none of y'all have anything in chat you need me to answer. Did all of you copy and paste that into your notes? Yes, Steve. We're going to have to get really creative with that one. Man, I really thought it was everybody. Okay. All right, let's move right into our social media post real quick. I'm going to tell you what you need to be posting today is for sure something about this promo. So this yesterday, I posted this. I took a picture of me and the other people who thrive in this house and did the little Labor Day tag team. Tiffany, I know she did it too because I was going to do it for her. And she was like, Susan, I already did it. I was like, okay. And then I posted it with a poll. So I said something about the buy one, get one free. But then when I did this tag team, I posted a poll. It's BOGO time. And then my answers to the poll were send me the details or I need to order. Not interested. It was send me the details or I need to order. 33% have said send me the details and 67% have said I need to order. So obviously when I click on that poll, I'm going to say who all answered, but I also did it on Instagram and I see that I have 100% that said I need the details. So I have to go back and check on that stuff, guys. So super, super important that if you do a poll that you're following up with that as they are coming in today. You can't wait. So very, very important. It's BOGO time, something. I can't see the notes. I don't understand that because I sent them to everybody. I don't know. They're just scroll up on the chat and maybe you'll see them. Very, very important to do that. And if y'all haven't seen Lavelle's graphics that you can choose. So anyway, if you're doing anything in your story and you, let's say, post a picture, you post a picture, there's a little square up there with a happy face in it. You can do a poll. Click that button right there. Do a poll. These are awesome. I love polls. Or you can do anything Lavelle, like you can type Lavelle in the GIFs or however you say that. I don't even know. And all kinds of cute little stuff is going to pop up. Okay. We can blow up and be totally throwing up thrive in your stories. So just make sure that in your stories today, you are posting something about this promo, but then very, very important that maybe you say something about what it's done for you. Some people who have never thrived don't know what you're talking about. Don't put on there, you only have to order $160 to get it for free. Okay, $160 to somebody is a lot, okay? So don't do that, just the BOGO, okay? And then sometime today, make sure that you share a Lavelle story. Those are always super important, okay. All right, now, yay, what time did you do Camp Gladiator, Tiffany? Proud of you on a holiday.
Yeah, it was the day one too. I haven't worked out in over 5 years.
Yeah, you may not be able to walk tomorrow. I just take a week off from Camp Gladiator and think I'm going to die for 3 days afterwards. They are something else.
Yeah, it starts at 5:25 in the morning.
Okay, I'm not near functional at that time. I get up early, but I'm not exercising that early. Okay, let's go right into this promo. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If you have already made up in your mind that you can't make this promo work because you don't have any friends who are going to thrive with you, you need to change your mindset right now. Okay? If you have already made up in your mind that you've already talked to everybody and they're not going to do it, you need to reach out to more people. Now, one of the things that I really like to do is go into my cloud and go to, well, you know what you should do is log into your cloud and do that drop-down box and see who you can actually do this promo with. Those are the people you need to send a message to. Hey, I get to pick one person today that I can double their order for free. Do you want the information? That's it. That is it. First come, first serve. So let's say that one of my promoters says, hey, yeah, I want to tag team with you. What I'm going to do is have them go check their list. Hopefully they've already done that. And hopefully they have somebody in their list that will team up with them as well. Okay. So that they don't take my tag team. I really probably should do my tag team with my customers. So, but I never want anybody to not get to tag team because they don't have somebody. So check with your upline, check your drop-down list, and just start sending that message. Obviously, there's a lot of people in there you can do this with. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just sending it. Let's see. I'm going to pick this first girl. Hey, today I get to pick one person to double their order for free. Do you want the details? Now, I didn't tell him how much it was. I didn't tell him anything else. Sandra, I'll tell you in just a second. I didn't go into a text that's this long. Nothing. The first thing I need to do is to see if they're even interested. And 10 people may come back and be interested. I don't know. But I have to get that message out. Now, I sent messages yesterday under my other people in this household's account, but today I need to do mine. I was kind of holding mine till the end. But now that I know I can't just pick anybody, so I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to tell you that you need to send that message to everyone. Here you go. Here's something I will say. What if you have 10 people come back and want to do this? Then you might want to check and see if they're a referral of somebody else where they can tag team, or if they're under, they won't be under another promoter, but if they are a promoter, see if you can find somebody in their list that they can tag team with, so that opens you up. You do have to get strategic. You only get to pick one person. Right? You only get to pick one. I personally want it to be somebody who's never thrived before, right? But I'm not going to hold anybody out on not being able to do that. For instance, I had a customer yesterday who said, hey, I need to tag team with somebody. I contacted her promoter who doesn't really work this business but loves a good deal, put them in a group chat, and I said, hey, Piper, Amy wants to do this promo. Are you willing to do this with her? Piper comes back and says, oh, absolutely. Let's do it. Got both of them handled. I don't have to worry about that one anymore. They're done. Right? So you have to be strategic in this, but you've got to get the message out. Don't hesitate sending the message because you think 47 people are going to reply to you. Wouldn't that be great? Okay. So here's what happens. At the end of the day, let's say 3 people reply back to you and you're already done. What do? You say, hey, I am so sorry, but that already was taken. Do you want me to put you on my VIP list when the next promo comes out? If they say yes, you write their name down, because those are going to be the people that you chat with later this week. And we'll cover that. What are we going to say to those people who didn't jump on it? Don't worry, that's another day. Today, it's this message. Today, it's getting all of your promoters to send this message. You doing the work is great, but you need your team doing the work too, right? Obviously, because you can't pick people under them. So get this message. Hey, today, I get to pick one person to double their order for free. Do you want the details? Maybe you should do it grammatically correct, unlike what I did, okay? Sorry, Sandra, teacher in the house, probably didn't appreciate me doing that. But anyway, send that to your promoters and say, hey, I need y'all to get this message out to everybody today. Crazy, crazy, crazy. If they're like, what are you talking about? What's going on? You need to explain to them what's going on. If you're on this Zoom right now, you know what's going on. You are the leader of your team. So you've got to get the information. Trust me, it's a little overwhelming to me. I felt like that's all I did yesterday was educate, educate. Okay, Sandra, the poll that I did, where'd it go? It's BOGO time. The answers were, send me the details. I need to order. Hey, guess what? What if somebody accidentally clicks on that and they didn't want your information, right? Do y'all ever have that happen on your poll? It's one of my favorite things. It's totally okay. Because you know what I say? Oh, girl, no harm, no foul. But it is buy one, get one free today. Any particular health issues maybe you're having? Are you sleeping okay? You want some weight management? I can still send you the details. Or, you know, oh, Susan, I don't know why I clicked on that. I didn't mean to. I take Advocare. Hey, you know what? No harm, no foul. Thanks for watching my story. If anything really awesome shows up, I'll send it over to you anyway. You know what? I still respond to them even when they tell me they didn't mean to do it. So in the chat right now, how many of you are going to send at least 20 of those messages today? Thank you. You're welcome. Yep. Y'all got this. I mean, seriously, here's what, you have a crazy day probably ahead of you of busyness. So send that message to everyone this morning. Tell your promoters to send that message to everyone this morning because you're their leader. And then go do what you need to do and just check back on your phone every once in a while, right? Because it'll let it be working while you're doing something else. Cool? No, Sonia, you're just going to do it. You're not doing your best. You're just going to do it. Okay? No trying. No trying. You're just going to send the message. Guys, I put it in the chat for you. Copy it real fast before we end this Zoom. Quickly. And just go copy and paste it. It's very easy. But I would definitely go check your little thing right here and send it to everybody on that. That's going to take me quite some time. Oh, good Lord. But apparently I need to go back and check Talon and Mike's and make sure I didn't screw that up. Ah! All right, everybody got it? Everybody ready? How many of you are going to go tell your team to do the same thing? Hey guys, Susan told us to send this to everybody today. Let's do it. Okay. All right. And go. All right. You guys have a great Labor Day. Make lots of money today.